We're going live.
I think we're already live. Okay.
Yes, we're live now.
All right.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, Naomi.
Hi.
Um, so if you guys can hear me, please indicate in the comment section that you can hear me. I just want to be sure that everybody can hear me before we get started. Hello, Aisha. Good morning. How are you guys doing? We have Naomi here, and she's going to get started in a bit, but I need to be sure everybody can hear us. Naomi, can you
Hi.
say something to be sure they can? Let's be sure they can hear you.
Hi. Well, there's an echo coming from your end. Seems as though you have multiple devices on.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I
Well,
mean, echo when I said hello. So you're
oh, okay,
good. You're
okay,
perfect. But I think it stopped now.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Seems as though there was another device, echoing my sound, but it's good now. Okay,
All right.
Manuela
So,
says we can
Emanuela,
hear. Awesome.
yes, yes, yes. Okay, guys. Before we get started, if you can hear us, please, I need you to like share this link with as many people as possible, right? So that others can join and learn from Naomi this morning, right? So we spent a lot of time, so I wouldn't go into all of the details. I'll just let Naomi take the
Let's
floor.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right,
Good morning.
Naomi, you have the floor.
Okay, could you please upload, get my slides up? Emmanuel, before you go, could you get my slides up? Yeah, fantastic. Okay, welcome everybody. How to turn your knowledge to power. If you're ready, I want you to put power in the chat box. This is going to be a power session. We have about 20 minutes and it's just going to be hot, hot, hot all the way. I'm sharing a few things with you that I believe if you take away from this session and you go on to implement, I can assure you, you will get the results. And I am so grateful to the entire team at Sella and She Cluded for having me here. It's always a pleasure and a great privilege for me to be invited to share from my depth of knowledge, and I don't take it for granted. So, thank you to the entire team for having me here. Big shout out to Mr. Milton Tutu, who I believe is now the Chief Marketing Officer. I saw that on Instagram. I'm so excited. He's someone I've known for quite a while, and I'm just grateful to God for his journey. And I'm excited for him and all the great work he's doing at Sella. Wonderful. So put power in there, how to turn your knowledge to power. And this is where we are going to begin from. I want to assume that we are all digital creators. If you're watching this and you're not yet a digital creator, welcome. Thank you for joining the club. We invite you to join us because this is the future. As a digital creator, turning your knowledge into power can help establish you as an authority in your niche and attract a loyal following. And so it's important that you pay attention. This is the time to turn off every form of distraction. We're going to be short, sweet, and all right. So I'm running through a few steps. The first step I need you to know in turning your knowledge into power is to identify your niche. Identify your niche. Where are you focusing on? What are you focusing on? What burns you up? What makes you lose sleep? What excites you? This could be a particular area of expertise. It could be just your depth of knowledge. It could be your experience over the years. I find people who have been in the banking sector, for instance, for 15 years, and maybe they're looking to transition or add another income stream. Truth be told, 15 years is no joke. There are people who are just coming into that same industry and they don't have any experience and they need help. And so this could be a particular area of expertise. It could be a hobby. A lot of you are hobbyists. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But today we're trying to show you that you can turn your knowledge to power. You can turn your hobby to a paid product. You can turn your hobby to a paid service. All right. It could also be a passion, just something you're passionate about. Even if people want to pay you, you are like, oh, no, don't worry. I'm okay. Thank you. I just love doing it. I'm passionate about it. That's wonderful. But at the end of this session, I will show you that you can take all of this and you can turn it into power. You can turn it into wealth. All right. So once you've identified your niche, you then focus your efforts on creating content that caters to your audience's needs and interests. Because everyone who is going to connect with you is looking for what is in it for me. What is in it for me? And so, as amazing as you are, you're the next best thing after sliced bread. You must understand when people are connecting with you, when they're connecting with your content, when they're checking out your bio, they want to know, what does she have? What does he have that will change my life? That's what people are looking for. So it's important that even as you begin to decide on your niche, and if you're already a content creator, I would strongly also advise that you have a specific niche you're addressing. I mean, it's great that you can do multiple things, but can we know you for one thing? Can we just know you for one thing? So when you hear golf, you're quick to say Tiger Woods. When you hear tennis, you will say Serena Williams. These are people who have multiple things. As a matter of fact, Serena Williams recently retired, and I was amazed when I went on her profile and I saw there were multiple companies, including the fact that she's an investor. Like, she invests, she buys up businesses, she invests in businesses. But you see, she focused and mastered one thing, and that was tennis. And of course, that opened up a world of influencing, philanthropy, and everything else in between, right? Yes, of course, she has a Serena brand of jewelry and clothing line, but we know Serena. When we think Serena, we think tennis. When we think Tiger Woods, funny enough, is not even the world's number one. I don't even know where he's at right now with golf, but he was such a master at the game that when we think golf, I mean, for as long as my generation is here, honestly, it's Tiger Woods. So you really, really, really want to, focus on something, even though you're doing other things as well. So second tip is create valuable content that will provide your audience with information they can use. Remember, I said this, people are looking for what's in it for them. So this could include blog posts, it could include videos. I'm a big fan of videos, podcasts, social media content, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. You're spoiled for choice. Now, the thing is, you don't have to be everywhere. Once you're clear on your niche, identify the people that you want to speak to. Very, very important. Who are your people? What are their pain points? And then what is the pleasure that you have to offer? I call it the 3 Ps: your person, their pain points, and the purpose, the pleasure that you have to offer. Okay, so make sure you're clear. And then once you're clear on that, where are they hanging out? Because that's where you want to show up to provide valuable content. The key word here is valuable, because a lot of people are online, a lot of people are putting stuff out there. Don't be discouraged, because sometimes people come and say, but everybody's online. How am I going to get seen? I keep saying this, and I will shout it aloud. I will shout it loud again here. Everybody is not you. When you are clear on who you are, when you are clear on the fact that you are here on an assignment, when you are clear on your message and who you are here to serve, and the industry, the sector where you want to build thought leadership, you do not have a replica. You are unique all by yourself. And that's true. This is not cliche. This is not motivation. It's the truth. The sad part is just a lot of people don't step into that place of realizing all that they are and all that they can do. All right. So focus on creating content that is informative, engaging, relevant to your audience's interest. If you are with me, if you're getting value, let me know in the comments. We're going through this. It's a power morning. It's a fire morning. Yes, I see a lot of people jumping in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So a third thing I want to talk about is build a strong online presence. So this means creating profiles on social media platforms. So I shared this earlier. So you can start a blog. Social media is borrowed land, right? It's like you are paying rent. You are there on rent. It's important that you plan to own your own blog or website, because if anything happens, there's too many sad cases of people who have built on social media, and all of a sudden they wake up and their accounts are gone forever. and you don't want to be that person. So it's important that while you leverage social media platforms, have your website, have a mailing list. So, so important. And a platform like Seller affords you all of these opportunities as well to create a home outside social media. So make sure if you're not connected to Seller, you want to try Seller. All right. So by doing so, you can reach a larger audience and establish yourself as a trusted authority in your niche. The key word here is you've got to be intentional. You can't be, let me appear today and disappear tomorrow. To building a strong online presence is possible. It is so needed. I mean, pre-COVID, we were preaching this message, but post-COVID, literally everything, the world moved online. And so, regardless of what business you have right now, if you don't have an online presence, you want to have one. If you already have an online presence, keyword here is you want to build a strong online presence. All right. So you've got to be intentional about that. Engage with your audience. Engage with your audience. While I believe, yes, social media can sometimes suck you in and you just get lost in this world of, some people say, fake world. I do agree that not everything you see on social media is 100% correct. However, there are lots of genuine people showing up, doing great stuff. I mean, if you look through the community of Seller and see all the thought leaders who are a part of that community, I mean, these are genuine people who are, creating just powerful, valuable content every day. So you want to make sure that you connect with them, see how they're doing it, so that you can engage with your audience in the most powerful way. All right. It's the key to turning your knowledge to power. Respond to comments. Don't put a post and then people are commenting and then you just ignore. I mean, if you have 100,000 followers and comments are like 500, nobody expects you to respond to each person. But if you're just starting out, you have 10,000 followers and there are like 10 comments there, and there is no even courtesy to say, I see you. Even if it's to do one comment that addresses everybody else's comment, like, oh, thank you, everyone. Excuse me. So, thank you, everyone. I see your comments. 1 second. Okay, I had to have a quick break there. So even if it's one comment that you put out there to acknowledge that people are engaging with your content. Some people find it rude. If you do it once, you do it twice, you do it the third time, over time, people are going to zone out. They're not even going to bother engaging with your content. So it's important that you engage, okay? Answer questions, respond to comments, participate in online discussions, follow other thought leaders, especially the great ones I've mentioned within the seller community. Engage with their content, follow them, repost their content as long as it gives you value and it will serve your community. Please go right ahead and do that. You can build a loyal following again and establish yourself as a thought leader in your niche when you use this strategy. Very, very key strategy. As a matter of fact, because of the transition I'm having in my business, I'm spending a lot of time on LinkedIn. And some of the experts I follow are currently even teaching about the comment strategy. And many are sharing how just from, intentionally commenting on, strategic posts, not just, thumbs up, deep. I mean, really engaging, that the person who wrote it and the person who is in the comments can even get value from your comment. And they're talking about it. And many swear by the fact that it's helped them, get greater visibility just from commenting. We're talking about how to turn your knowledge into power. So there is identifying your niche, there is identifying who your person is, what their pain points are, there is knowing what you're going to offer them, there is creating a solid online presence, and of course, engaging with your audience. Really, really critical. All right, collaborate with other experts. Again, this is so powerful. You can't do life alone. You can't do business alone. Look for other industry experts, participate in their own community events, attend their events, and look for ways that you can also have them support you. Network with others, learn new ideas and strategies. This will help you establish yourself as an authority. There are lots of opportunities that I've had over the years, and I can trace a lot of them to, networking with other experts. All right. So finally, I want to share on leveraging live videos. This is my sweet spot because when I started live streaming 8 years ago, it wasn't a thing, right? On Periscope then there was no Facebook Live when I started. There was no Instagram Live when I started, and I fell in love with the platform of Periscope because in that moment I could see how, with the touch of a button, I could connect with the world. So let me run through a few benefits of leveraging live videos. How do you want to turn your knowledge to power? Leverage live videos. When you show up, this is a tool, I can assure you, that will help you establish the know, like, and trust factor very quickly. Some benefits: increased engagement. Live videos can help you connect with your audience on a more personal level, leading to increased engagement and stronger relationships. Authenticity. This is why you can't fake it till you make it. Know your stuff. All right. If you don't have answers, let your people know that you will come back to them. Nobody expects you to have all the answers, right? Live videos can help you show your audience the real you, allowing you to be more authentic and build trust with your viewers. It is also cost effective. When you're starting out, or even if you're already in business, you don't have to worry so much about having an ads budget for maybe 100,000 naira. There's nothing wrong with running ads because, yes, uh, attention is getting quite expensive these days with so many people online. And yes, it's important to do a bit of a boost of your content, to get more eyes on your page and on all that you have to offer. However, using live videos is an affordable and effective way to create content for your business, especially if you don't have a lot of resources or a large budget. All right. Reach. Live videos can help you reach a wider audience than other forms of content. I remember the first time I picked up an international award for the work that I'm doing was in 2019 in India, New Delhi. And it will shock you to know that the person who invited me connected with me on an Instagram live. Yes, I was live on Instagram. She wasn't following me. She stumbled on the live and she just felt connected to me, stayed following me, even without me knowing. And a few months later, when an opportunity came, she recommended me. And I know this because when I got to meet her eventually in New Delhi, we had to have a conversation about how I got to New Delhi. And she shared everything about watching me live, connecting with me. She said it, these were her words, and the video is still even on my Instagram account. And she shared how she felt I was authentic. She felt I was real, And in that live moment, she just knew I want to do something with her. And we've stayed friends even after 4 years. And I don't even want to go into the many doors of opportunities that I've opened because someone watched me live and opened a door for me to speak at New Delhi and receive my first international award. All right. So instant feedback, live videos can help you get real-time feedback from your audience, allowing you to adjust your messaging or approach as needed. It's so powerful. And this is a good time for all of you live now to drop some comment. What are you hearing me saying? What are you taking away? I need to hear from you. So go right ahead and drop it in the comments. I am watching. All right. I want to see your comments. So go right ahead and tell me, give me feedback. This is something you can do when you're live as well. Get your people to give you feedback. All right. And another beautiful thing about live videos I love is you can repurpose your content. You can turn it into a blog post. You can turn it into a social media post. You can turn it into a series of tweets that you can tweet over 1 week or 2 weeks, depending on how long your session was, right? Giving you even more value from one single video. All right. So this is where we're bringing it to a close. I want to see your comments. Let me know, what have you heard so far? What have you heard so far? Let me know in the comments. We have just 2 more slides to go and get your questions ready as well. So Final thing I'm going to share is package and sell your knowledge. Turn your knowledge to power. Wealth is power. Wealth is power. Wealth in the hands of good people is great power. And I would have done a whole world of injustice if I didn't tell you about packaging and selling your knowledge. And two ways you can do that very quickly is one, offer services, right? You can offer services related to your niche. This could be consulting, coaching, speaking engagements, right? You can provide personalized solutions through services. Another powerful thing you can do is create online courses, membership subscriptions, and TriSeller is one of such platforms. I mean, one of the platforms that I highly recommend because I'm also a digital creator on the Seller platform. Seller allows you to create your content and people can buy from different parts of the world. It is fantastic. You just put it there, they go there, they buy, and they have access. It is wonderful. So you can create your online courses. They're a great way to monetize your knowledge. They're a great way to turn your knowledge to power. You can create courses that teach your audience specific skills related to your niche. And of course, this can provide a passive income stream and establish you as an authority in your field. All right. Yes. Taking advantage of live videos. Love it. Love it. I love it. A lot of people are talking about live videos. I love it. All right. So, conclusion, as a digital creator, your knowledge is your most valuable asset. I want you to put that in the chat box. My knowledge is my most valuable asset. It's your asset, it's a wealth asset. The ideas that you have, the experience that you have, it is a wealth asset. And I've shared that wealth is power. So by following the steps outlined, I believe you can turn your knowledge into power and establish yourself as a thought leader in your niche. By creating valuable content, quick recap, building a strong online presence, engaging with your audience, offering services, collaborating with others, leveraging live videos, you can sell your knowledge and provide value. So remember, the key to success is to be authentic, consistent. Don't be a one-hit wonder. Don't hear any of this and say, "Oh, that's really great, but no, maybe it's for other people. It's not for me." No, it's for you. It's for you. If you're already creating content, let this be a reminder that you're on track and you can raise the bar. If you've not started, let this be an awakening that you can begin your journey today. All right. And again, a platform like Seller is here to give you all the support you need to get started and thrive. All right. So be authentic, be consistent, always strive to provide value to your audience. Value, value, value. You can't go wrong with value. If there's any word you don't want to forget in this masterclass, is value. Anything you're putting out there, what is it giving other people? And this is the secret of a lot of thought leaders that you see. Even the posts that you're there to laugh at, the posts that look like it's humor, there is a message. They may not tell you, but there is a message. There is a subliminal message. But the intent for every successful digital creator is value. Whether it's the value of inspiration, the value of motivation, the value of encouragement, the value of how to do something, it is intentional. All right, value, value, value. Okay, so yeah, hard work, dedication, and a willingness to learn, I believe you can turn your knowledge into a profitable career as a digital creator. Thank you so much. I've had a great time speaking to you all today. Oh, beautiful question. I'm just going to go straight into it because we have about 2 more minutes. Susan wants to know, how can I start live videos as a shy person? Susan, truth be told, a lot of people are concerned about showing up, especially because they're shy. But this is what I want you to do. Susan, I want you to focus on the gift that you have, and I want you to focus on the people that you are here to serve. That's the first thing. There are lots of ways to overcome shyness. There's practicing. There is, doing mirror work where you look at yourself in the mirror and practice like you're going live. There's practicing even with friends, and you can go live maybe on Facebook, make it private, and have your friends join you so they can critique you. There's all of that. But let me start with your mindset. mindset, right? I want you to see yourself as someone who is here and has something powerful to offer us. That's the first thing. Because once you see yourself as someone who has something to offer, right, we're halfway through. The next thing is to realize that you are not there for everyone. A lot of times people are afraid because they feel they'll be judged, they'll be criticized, and people will not really embrace them. Look, nobody's expecting you to be perfect. I've done thousands of videos, and so I can wake up from sleep now and I can go live, but I didn't start like this, right? I stayed on, I built mastery. And so even though you're shy now, if you're willing to say, you know what, I want to start because I have something to offer, then by all means, show up, and it's going to get better. I have courses on this on Seller, and I'm sure maybe the team might share my link later, so you can go check out some of the courses I have on how to start live streaming. Can live videos be used for sponsored ads? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of, unless you repurpose it. But then will it be very clear? That's another thing, because once you repurpose it, the quality might drop. But highlights of it, yes, absolutely. I know you can. If you film very well and it's really good, and you get someone to maybe repurpose it, so that means the way they do it is like they screen record so that you can see the comments as they're scrolling live. But I know sometimes with ads, if the quality is not sharp, it's not likely they will turn it down. So what I would suggest instead is you can pick a topic, go live, and then take the same points, right? And create a short video that you can use to run ads. But you know why that is good is when people see that ad, because there's only so much you can say in an ad, right? But when people see that ad and then they come to your social media platform, they can see the full video. Do you see? That's a good strategy. So you can say, okay, I want to go live on this topic. And then you go live 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour. You leave it there, save it so it's on your profile. Then you do a quick 1 minute video talking about that topic. And maybe the call to action is for people to, you know, follow you or connect with you on Facebook or Instagram, wherever the video is. And then you pin it. Now you can pin videos. And when they come, guess what? It's that video they will see. So yeah, I think that's a great strategy. Let me know, Victory, if that helps you. Yes, wealth is power. Collaborate with people. Chinyerem says, as a midwife, can I create content that only talk about my field of study? Absolutely. Absolutely. But one thing I know, Chinyerem, is even within that field of study, there will be multiple content pillars. So for instance, if it is, so as a midwife, I believe, because I know as a mom that you are all about the business of baby deliveries, right? But you see, that's just not all there is to you. Even as a midwife, you can teach about antenatal care, prenatal care, postnatal care. Not sure what your focus is, but there are lots of content pillars that surround your field of study as a midwife, because there are lots of women who don't have a clue about being pregnant and getting themselves ready, getting their bodies ready before the baby arrives and even after the baby arrives. So there's a lot that you can talk about in your field of study. I don't even think you can exhaust your field of study when you create content. And I would love for you to stay there. And another thing, though, is listen to your people, because as you start creating content, find out what people are saying. This is such a powerful question, Chinyerem, because it's reminding me also of how I started. When I started, it was just helping people go live. But over time, I started listening. People were like, okay, I know how to press the button, but how do I keep my audience? How do I get them to stay? And then I knew that was a problem. So I started teaching on how to engage your audience. Then the next thing, I started listening. People were like struggling with content. How do I not run out of things to say? Naomi, you're telling us to go live consistently. How do I not run out of content? I came up with Content School 101, where I broke down how to identify content, how to create content, how to put content out there, where to do your research. It was a whole signature course. Do you see? So as you create, as you put out content, listen to what your people are asking. Check, do surveys Every digital creator, do surveys, ask questions. Don't take your audience for granted. Ensure there should be live sessions you have monthly that all you're doing is asking questions. So, what do you like? What more do you want? Is there any area you're struggling around this particular niche that I can help with? The ones that you don't even know, just put them down. Over time, you will find that you will develop capacity to start teaching them. I've gone from just teaching people how to go live now to even working with corporates, and we're expanding now to helping nations and governments tell their stories. But it started with me going live with my smartphone. Okay, not sure what happened. Not sure what happened. Okay. Great, great. Okay. So, Chinyerem, I see your comment that you're a licensed nurse and you're grateful you joined. God bless me. Amen. God bless you too. All right. So, guys, hard work and dedication to learn. Can live videos guarantee leads? Yes, treasure. Absolutely. Live videos guarantee leads because I shared earlier, I don't know if you were here, how someone watched me live and connected with me and invited me to speak in India. Time will fail me to tell you about all the doors that have opened from live streaming. I've gotten coaching clients from live videos. I remember once I used to have what I call free coaching Wednesday. So free coaching Wednesday, I would go live on Facebook and people would just come and ask questions. Remember, I talked about doing surveys. So one of my ways was free coaching Wednesdays. I loved it because they could ask questions and they could get coaching in real time. On one of those days, I saw a comment, how can I work with you? And I remember telling the person, can you send me a DM? And I will come back to you class. Immediately after the class, I went to Facebook Messenger and she shared how she was in the UK and she wanted to know if I was able to work with her. And I said, yes, I work with clients around the world. One of the perks of being a digital creator, you are not restricted to any location. And so we got on a discovery call because for my premium coaching, I like to speak to my clients to know exactly where they are and how I can help them. And we got on the call. And at the end of the day, she paid £4,000. So that's for you who says, can live videos guarantee leads? Depending on how you're showing up. If you're showing up, you know what you're doing and you're giving value and you're consistent, I promise you, you will not look for leads. Again, there is balance because attention is expensive right now. When I started, I mean, it was a good time. It was a good time in the sense that live videos was still, you know, at the growth stage, but it doesn't even take away the fact that it is still happening today. But I do recommend also getting more eyes on your brand by running ads. All right. Okay. Okay. One more. Tommy Singh says, I sell lactation supplements. I'm looking to monetize, helping moms learn about breastfeeding, as most times, most mothers don't even know what they need to learn about. Look, Tommy, Tommy Singh, I've already had my children. I mean, I'm done. But this is what, like, you've even answered yourself. A lot of mothers don't have a clue. And that's the truth. Nobody prepares us because it's like go to school, get a degree. Once the clock is ticking, it's like, okay, get married. And then after marriage, it's like, when am I coming to carry my grandchildren? Nobody's telling us how to handle these things. Some mothers are clueless when it comes to breastfeeding. I personally didn't struggle, but I know people who are struggling. And so it is such a big niche. And you want to focus, if you're just going to start out, you want to look for communities where there are moms. Every mom community, you should be following them. You should be engaging and make sure your handle is such that when you comment and people look at your profile, they can see what you have to offer. You can reach out to some of these mom communities because they are always looking for who will come and talk to our moms. That's what something you need to. I talked about collaboration. When you know what you have to offer, you are clear on your niche, go and find where these people are hanging out. There is no mom community leader that should not be your friend, Tommy Singh. Send them a DM. Just be sure that you have done well on your own profile. That once you DM them and they check you out, even if it's 6 to 10 posts, but value, that the moment you send a DM and you say, this is who I am, exactly how you put it. I sell lactation supplements. I want to help moms who are struggling with breastfeeding. Aha. They will be the ones saying, when are you available so that you can come speak to our community? All right. Okay. She says, I tried live video, but I abandoned it. I looked out for career moms to tell their experiences with breastfeeding and motherhood. Fantastic. So, Tommy Singh, you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan. A lot of people who start and stop didn't have a plan. You need to have a plan. And feel free to DM me, guys. Follow me at Naomi Osemedua. I may not respond immediately because I am running off to catch a flight. However, I will respond. Send me a DM. This is what I live for. I am so happy to see this, Tommy saying, because it is a vacuum. Now, people like me who are going into menopause, right now, I'm looking for people who are talking about menopause because that's where I am. I want to understand my body. Sometimes I'm having hot flushes and I'm like, what is all of this? But beyond the hot flushes, do you know menopause, there's so much more that happens, including even emotional issues. Like your whole body is changing as you step into menopause. But you see, I don't know all of this. And this is what we mean by turn your knowledge into power. There are people who know this, but until they show up, some of us are in the dark, wondering what to do. Okay. Oh, the questions are pouring in. I love you guys. I love this. Catherine says, how can someone who produces a direct maximize knowledge monetization? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So if you're getting value, please connect with me and go drop a review in my DM. I love to know. Right. I may not be able to stay to hear all your feedback, but send me a DM. I call it chicken soup for my soul. Just send me a love note. Tell me exactly what you got out of the session and what you're going to do differently. Right. Oh, Chinyere says she'll teach me about it. You see, you see. Awesome. Thank you, my darling. So send me that DM and start teaching me. I want to know how to take care of my body. And I would be happy to even have you come on because I believe there are lots of women following me in my communities as well who need this help, right? It's such a big issue. We don't know what to do. Recently, I saw Oprah even talk about it. Like she's trying to even create an awareness. This is Oprah talking about there's not enough information out there about menopause and how we should prepare for it. Okay. So for you producing that direct, Catherine, let me give you a strategy. Remember when I said value? This is the last question I'm going to take. I'm so sorry, guys. I really love the fact that you're asking questions, but I have to run. Please pin her question there. How can someone who produces Adira maximize knowledge monetization? You see this Adira? Don't just be about the production of Adira. You can take us behind the scenes. You can tell us, for instance, why we should wear Adire. So it's not just okay, come and buy Adire. You can talk about Adire. Do you know I like Adire, but I don't know about Adire. And there's some things you would know about. There's some people that would just get knowledge about Adire, and it's like there's nothing else I want to wear. It's only Adire. Partner with fashion designers who make outfits with Adire. There's a lot of things you can do, a lot of ways you can monetize. How to care for your Adire. Hey, that's a course. Catherine, how to take care of your Adire. That is a course. That's an entire course. And if you package this very well around the history and production, that's even content for international audience because there's so many people who are fascinated by the African culture and they want to know more. Oh, Catherine, I could go on and on. Just send me a DM. Oh, Temi Tayo says, team, Sella Shiklude team, please put my handle here. It is at Naomi Osemedua. Okay, please someone drop it in the comments so they can all see it at Naomi Osemedua. It's my name. If you see my name on the screen, that is my name. Just send me a DM on Instagram. Timitayo says, I want to monetize my ebook writing and creation skill, but I can't really figure out who my audience are. So people who want to write ebooks are your audience. That's it. People who want to write ebooks are your audience. But then you need to now break it down to, are they people who are just starting out, or are they people who have been in business? Because it's very good to really, really niche it down. So it could be people who are so imagine you see all these people here, Temitayo, Chinyarim, Tommy Singh, Catherine, all these people talking about the ideas they have. They are your clients. Connect with them. They are there. You see, they have knowledge. Chinyarem has knowledge to help as a midwife. She has knowledge for breastfeeding moms, and now she's talking about helping to teach me about menopause. Catherine has knowledge about Adire. Tommy Singh has knowledge about, where's Tommy Singh's zone? Tommy Singh has knowledge um, about breastfeeding, lactation. These are your clients. Connect with them and tell them you will show them how to write an ebook. And there are many people who have launched their careers by releasing an ebook, could be a simple ebook, and uploading it on a platform like Seller, make it free, use it as a lead magnet, pull people in. And when they're fascinated with all the knowledge that you have to offer, upsell them. Oh my goodness, I have to run. Thank you so much. I told you guys I was going to give it to you hot, hot, but I can't believe we've done 40 minutes. That's how much I love my work, how much I love to teach. But I love you too much, and I have to run so that I do not miss my flight. Emmanuel, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Naomi. This was really power packed.
Oh my
I should be
God.
sincere. So
Oh no,
so for
you know
everyone
it's the
who has, yeah, go on.
Emmanuel is the audience. I have to tell you, it's the people.
Yeah.
All kudos to them. They came hungry. And I mean,
Mm,
I do a lot of virtual sessions. The way the questions came, I didn't even see this coming because they were quite
mm.
quiet while I was speaking. But the moment the questions started coming, I knew I was in trouble. And I'm so excited. Chinyere says we're your clients. Yes. Let her know. Let her know. And some of you might need my help, in terms of really mapping out your visibility strategy, building thought leadership, using speaking. So one of the things I now do is I teach people how to use speaking as a tool to create wealth. So send me that DM. Emmanuel, I have to run. I'm going to leave you. I'm just going to run off the studio. And
Yes, thank you very much.
thank
Thank you
you.
very much, Naomi. This was really
Thank you
awesome.
so much.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me. I had such a
yeah, you're
fabulous
welcome.
time. Thank you, everyone. Remember to send me the DM, and all those who leave a review in my DM, whatever service you need from me, I promise you'll get a sweet discount as long as you leave a review. All right, people. Thank you
All
so
right, bye
much.
now.
Bye.
All right, guys. So before we go, if you have questions and Naomi couldn't take your questions, please just send her a DM. We've dropped her handles in the chat box, right? So just send her a DM and she'll respond to every question you have. So just before we go, I would like to let us know that we still have two more sessions today. One with our partner, our friends at Secluded, and a later session with Ella, and that will be happening by 5:30 to 7 p.m. So you guys want to stay and wait for that. Yeah. So Solomon is asking, what's your handle? So it's at Naomi Osemedwa, right? On all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. It's at Naomi Osemedwa. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. We'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Lucky Elahor and I am a digital creator. One of the things I love about Seller is the ease and simplicity it provides for me to be able to transact with clients and students from all over the world. Seller has so many amazing features that I really love, so it would be hard to pick a favorite feature. But if I'm to really pick my favorite feature on Seller, as a queen of automation and someone who likes to lay a bunch of products together because I don't want to leave any money on the table, I would say my favorite feature on Seller right now is upsells and cross-sells. I love this feature so much because the how you sell related products or even sell the premium offer after someone buys. I love Seller so much, so you should definitely try it.
This is Uzoma. He's a course creator. He sells ebooks and makes roughly $2,000 monthly from his course sales. Do you know where he hosts his courses, ebooks, and digital products? Seller. He even builds sales pages with Seller Page Builder. Now this is Aluna. She's a freelance corporate and she has customers in the UK and USA. She even gets paid at least $1,000 for her services and gets the platform she processes her payment with. Seller. Now this is Kwame. He is an affiliate marketer and actively promotes Aluna's course using the swift and easy to use affiliate marketing feature on Seller. In fact, he just works where he has access to thousands of courses he can promote. Why aren't you selling on Seller? Everyone is selling on Seller, but you. Sign up on Seller today.